something that kind of dropped. I guess I wasn't expecting it. I'm not sure if it was on your radar. Lil Dicky, Freaky Friday dropped this past Thursday with a single and the music video to go along with it, featuring Chris Brown. Of course, if you've seen the music video, this makes a lot more sense. What was your take on this? I was very surprised to see this from Lil Dicky, but it was blowing up. This was huge.
Yeah, I think when I saw it last, I saw this morning, it had like 13 million views already. I'm sure that's climbing quick. Yeah, it was vaguely on my radar just because he had said earlier that he was going to come back musically this year. His big breakout, Save That Money, that was 2015. So it's nice, chunk of time to wait. I mean, obviously he's been doing fine. I know he's in what is it, the Trojan commercial, right? Like he's been around. Doing stuff, but not too much musically, honestly. He did that I'm Brain EP last year, which was really bad. It just wasn't funny. And I think that kind of I'm kind of torn on this song. I think, what do you call it? Freaky Friday with Chris Brown, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm torn on it because on one hand, there's funny stuff in there. It's a lot of classic, like Lil Dicky being just the self-deprecating guy that he is, right? That's kind of his brand. Sonically, this is a Chris Brown song. Arguably one of the better Chris Brown songs in a while, but it doesn't feel like a Lil Dicky song. Watching the music video feels more like a skit. I don't know if this is a single you can just put on. And before the video goes into the song, when they're at that dinner scene, like the guy's making fun of Lil Dicky for not being a real rapper. And I kind of hope he plays into that, kind of like Ugly God does in traditional rap scene. You're a gag rapper. You make jokes. Let's drop the professional rapper shit you were doing on your debut album and just go full Lonely Island, because that's what you do. Mm-hmm. And I'm just not sure if that's what he actually is going to do. He's kind of trying to play the middle again. But the song itself, I think, is pretty catchy. I think it's funny. It's a lot better than anything from last year.
Yeah, it's funny. And it brings in cameos at the end. I mean, Ed Sheeran's in it, and then DJ Khaled and was it Rihanna?
No, Kendall Jenner.
Kendall Jenner, that's right. So there's definitely some funny elements to it. I thought this was really well done. The music video was great as well. He actually does, I think, a pretty good job with most of his music videos to kind of add stuff. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about him being like more Lonely Island, kind of like to your point, more Lonely Island than a legitimate rapper. The first person I kind of thought of was Weird Al. Like when I was watching this, I was just kind of like,
that's not an insult. That is a compliment. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think some people find Weird Al to be like just, he just does parodies of the songs. But Weird Al actually has had probably the most, long and successful career of any artist I can think of at the moment, other than like the Rolling Stones, like
over like 20 years, right? He's been at it forever.
And he's touring right now. I mean, the thing is, if people were expecting Lil Dicky to ever become like a Logic or something like that, they just didn't really know who he was, because this is just who he is. He's a funny guy. He's almost more comedic than anything at this point.
Right. And I guess that's kind of the thing, too, is he was on the XXL cover in spring 2016. And that kind of complicates it, right? Because that's supposed to be a cosign of true hip hop, But he said it himself that he saw hip hop as a way to just grow his career and his, outlet for his comedy, and that he's always had aspirations for, TV movies and film and TV shows. So I think that kind of will rub purists the wrong way, because he's not like about that hip hop shit, which is fine, but don't occasionally chip your toe in and pretend you are. It's fine. Just commit to what you're really doing.
I don't think it's that egregious though. Like if he has, his bars are pretty good. It's not like he's writing these really lame ass.
I did think the N-word joke was pretty poor taste, considering he's a white guy in hip hop.
Also, I think
I didn't like that at all.
Chris Brown feels like a poor taste. Like pick a different celebrity. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw a lot of tabloids were saying like outrage for Ed Sheeran and Kendall Jenner working with Chris Brown. I'm like, working? It was a cameo. Yeah. They were working with Lil Dicky. And
right, exactly.
Like, relax.
They were never all together in the same place. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. But yeah. We'll see what he comes out with next. Obviously, this is the start of a rollout for Dicky. So I'm very curious to see what this album entails.
Yeah, I think, like you said, his last album didn't land very well, so this can only be be good for him.